Some scriptures with the chariots, man.
All right. First and foremost, we'd like to give our praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Yahusha,
Hashem, Kadash, the blood of our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect brethren scattered across the four corners of the planet Earth, and Brother Barak, Brother Connor, and Brother Asha from GMS, Trinidad, right? And Asha, what's your camp name?
Yeah, well, I have Isaac here, and then we have Brother Shakil.
All right.
Yeah, that is some Hebrew names now, eh?
All right, come. Some new brothers coming in, right?
Yeah.
We go back way back. You know, we used to bang together a long time. You
Yeah,
work here? All right, so we just come together to hey, defend the gospel
all
and
the
preach the
time.
truth. Right?
That's right.
So I have a quick video. I'm gonna share the screen. I have a quick video,
Right.
right? Because this is on social media. But it has not been explained. Right, so what you see in here, go back here. Go back there. What you see in here is chariots.
The chariots here, can.
Right, the chariots sticking to the sky. You have no spot on teeth over major city. Which is going to get big.
Real chariots rolling there.
Right?
You know? That is our what do you call it? That is our transport for home, you know. Yeah.
Somebody else get Job 924, Baba Kasha.
Yeah, 924. Man. Now some precepts here too.
Go Anyway, Job 924.
Yeah. Job, let me get it. Job chapter 9, verse 24. He said the earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Yeah, the rulers of this earth, the wicked, right? And this super white, go ahead.
Yeah. He said he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Yeah, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. Who are the true judges? The true judges are the earth. Because we have a book of judges in the Bible. And who were the people in the Bible? The predominant characters of the Bible, right? Who the judges were speaking about in the Bible was who? The Israelites.
That's right.
They're the judges, they're the saints. And who? The devil, the wicked, which is Esau and Edom, right? The self-proclaimed white man, right?
Yeah.
They cover the faces of the judges, right? And they cover the faces of all righteousness, right? They demonize the angels. You have them believing that the angels are what? Some baobabs, white babies,
yeah,
right? With cupid hearts and arrows and bows and wings.
Yeah.
You know, all that faggot shit. You understand? They cover Yahweh Shai. They make Yahweh Shai as a leprous dog, blonde hair, blue eyes, right?
That's right.
Effeminate, having one emotion, love, right? Unbalanced, right? That's what it did. They have the angels as what? They have the angels as what? Grays with big bulby head or bulging heads and what? Huge eyes.
Yeah.
Right? It's just an exaggeration of what? It's an exaggeration of the Negro features, right?
Yeah. Can.
Right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's just because you see, that's how wicked Esau and them is. Esau and them come out there. They don't want us as a people to know the truth. So they go put in a delusion. Remember them is master of delusion, you know. You understand? Yeah, so them want we to know the truth. You understand? So they go show we as aliens and all this stuff madness, but all praise Yahweh Hashem Yahshua, we come to the knowledge of the truth, that we know that we are the chosen people at the end of the day. And that chariot we're flying is our transport home.
Our vehicles, right? Come again, Job chapter 68, verse 17, Babu Kasha. When I can get up.
68.
Job chapter 68, verse 17.
Job was
Psalm 68 and 17.
That the precept are holding there now.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Verse 17, you see, right?
Yeah.
That the precept are holding there. Psalm 68, verse 17. The chariots of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai are 20,000s, even thousands of angels. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is among them, as in Sinai in the holy place.
He's among them as in Sinai, as in the holy place. Right? So you better use a word there, but I should use a word there. He say what they have, you believe they are aliens. Yes, they're aliens. So one of the definitions out of the dictionary.com says in the definition number 4, it says a creature from outer space and extraterrestrial.
Extraterrestrial, that's right, yeah.
Right. So in the true definition, yes, they are angels, but in the extraterrestrial bodies.
That's right.
Meaning to say, because terrestrial goes back to terrain, which goes back to the earth, right? And we're going to be given those bodies when we are translated, right? Or transformed by now we are the elect, right? But they will have you to fear these creatures because what? By nature, man fears what it don't know, right? And Esau is always building a case to destroy what it doesn't know, right? Or even because it knows it's going to destroy, right? So they demonize the angels and these vehicles. But these vehicles are our vehicles, just like how as Ak was saying, Brother Asher, he was saying, you know, that's our ride home.
I have a precept to back up. I have a precept to back up when he was saying about celestial body, right? He said this is 1 Corinthians chapter 15 and 39. He said, and all flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of man, and one kind of flesh of beast, and another of a fish, and another of a bird. 14. He said there are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the celestial is one.
And the celestial is back onto what the heavens, the stars, right? The glory of that body is one, because we are all what? We are spirits dwelling in different abodes.
That's right.
House. So the glory of the celestial is one, right? The celestial bodies and the angels and are in those bodies that are out there in space, where there's a vacuum. There's Yishamayan, there are different waters and different gases and different minerals out there in space, right? So-called space, right? And there's what? Go ahead, continue to read.
He said, and the glory of the terrestrial is another.
Right? The glory of the terrestrial, and again, when you go back to the word terrestrial, it goes back to terrain, which goes back to what? To what? The earth. You remember there was a movie with Will Smith and his son? Right? I think it was After Earth, right? What they call the planet? They call Earth Terra.
Yeah, Terra, that's right. Yeah,
they call it Terra. It was going back to Terra, right? Dinosaurs and things tearing them up when they land back on Earth. Right? Terra goes back to what? Terrain goes back to Earth. So we are what? Our terrestrial bodies. When you go back to Genesis, you read about the Most High, the Alahayam Salak, created the earth.
Yeah.
Right? When you read in Ecclesiastes 12 verse 7, it says what? When we die, the dust goes back to the dust from whence it came. And
that's right.
Back to the Father. But when the Spirit leaves, when the Spirit leaves, this abode goes into what? The celestial abode. Right? And it dwells out there with the Father. And guess what? The Father dwells in a chariot.
Yeah,
right?
Done. I have a
precept here.
Yeah, go ahead.
You know, as you're talking about Esau and you say man fear what they do understand, right? Because the Lord have a great destruction coming for them, you know. So Esau feeling to fight against the Lord chariots, right? This is Habakkuk chapter 3, from verse 4. and his brightness.
I was not with every 7. Yeah, God,
And his brightness was as the light. He had horns coming out of his hand, and there was the heading of his power. Daisy beams coming out of the chariot.
Yeah.
We're coming to destroy this place.
Yeah, can.
We know before him when the pestilence and burning coals went forth at his feet. Where that?
Yeah, can. Yeah, go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 13. Behold, he shall come up as clouds, and his chariot shall be as a whirlwind.
Beautiful.
His horses are swifter than eagles. Woe unto us, for we are spoiled. Right?
Yeah.
You know? That's his chariot. The horses represents the power.
Yeah.
Right? The Most High.
That's right.
Revelation chapter 1, verse 7, it says he's going to come with clouds. Right?
Yeah.
He's going to come with his glory. Glory. One of the things that's going to be glorious is the vehicles that he's coming with. The so-called Korean man, right? The Korean man, he have what? His Hyundai, right? The Edomite man, he have what? His Mercedes-Benz, his Ford, his BMW, right? But the nation of Israel, we have even greater. We have intergalactic vehicles. And the apostle went into it, they made of gold and they made of silver, right? And other precious metals that we don't know about as yet.
Yeah.
No? At that time, we will know, right? Shall walk to the Akim come on board. Right? Somebody have something?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have just yeah, no, as I was saying, I've been saying too, no, Esau and all just try to mimic the Lord now, boy. You understand why that's why we have in Obadiah here, people 1 and 4. He said, though thou exalt thyself as an eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars. Now them trying to build all these space station and trying to even build spaceship. So, you know, to mimic the Lord now, boy. You understand his doings? You understand? He said, thence will I bring thee down, said the Lord Yahweh powers. You understand? So no matter what Esau tried, the Lord will bring down all what they had to, all what they have in the mind, the Lord will bring them down. Right. You understand? And I have go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 10, verse 1. And I saw another mighty angel come down from heaven, clothed with a cloud. That cloud represents a chariot.
That's
and
right.
a rainbow was upon his head. You know, there are different colors on the chariots.
Yeah, can.
And his face was as it were the sun. You know, the brightness of the chariot, right?
Yeah.
And his feet as a pillar of fire, and he had in his hand a little book open, and he set his right foot upon the sea, and his left on the earth. So that tells you the size of that chariot. You know, like Independence Day.
Yeah.
Bigger.
Man, I want to fear to act. Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, chariots again, and every eye shall see him. As Big Brother Barra was now mentioning, you know, they will marvel at the Lord chariots when it comes.
You're going to feel sick.
Come on.
According to wisdom of Solomon, you're going to feel sick. Go ahead.
That's right.
I'll get it after. Go ahead.
And they also which pierced him, and all kings of the earth shall wail because of him, even so. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
I have Ezekiel 1 and 4. He said, and I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud, and a fire enfolding itself, and a brightness was about it. And
all this was represented in different movies over the years. But one of the most great ones was what Independence Day. Independence Day 1.
Yeah.
Right? Because the first sight of the chariots was just exactly what the brother just read. That fire enfolding in itself.
It was coming through the cloud.
Yeah. You understand? So he saw no big crater, and matter of fact, what came out this week here, I saw across of course, YouTube was it was actually a Jake woman who wrote Terminator 2 and who wrote I think it was Independence Day.
Yeah.
Right? I think it was a Jake woman. I think it's Independence Day 2 she wrote. Right?
Yeah.
She was looking to go for Steven Spielberg, but that's the thing. These devils are what they do. They always steal and call it their own. They use their what? Their copyright, they use their patents,
Yeah.
intellectual property rights. They steal.
Yeah.
But this Jake woman, she came out and she said, I was the one that wrote these stuff, these movies, these scripts.
Yeah.
Right?
God.
There wasn't no I forget the director for Terminator 2. His name was James Cameron. It wasn't no James Cameron that received no shit and no dream. He's a liar. It was a woman, a Jake woman. I forget her name.
Yeah.
The script, the script you say some the wicked are changed from the womb, huh? You know? Was as soon as they born they speak lies, just to back you up now, you know?
Yeah, they speak lies. So I'm imagining nothing other than the terror that they're gonna be that they're gonna receive. Right? You see,
Right.
either my child, you know, his father and mother was they bring him up to hate blacks, so-called blacks. They bring him up in the KKK.
Yeah.
Right? And he was unconscious for a while. And when he came to, he said, "Hey, Daddy, why you deceive me?" He said, "When I died and I went to heaven, and there was a nigger God. You understand? There was a nigger God, and the angels was niggers. You understand?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, for real. That's a serious thing. Look, I have a precept to bring out too.
What?
This is Isaiah 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Yeah.
For by
Yeah, he
fire,
gonna render his anger and his rebuke. Why he's angry? You better just read it now. He just read it in Revelation 1 and 7. They that pierced him.
Yeah.
Right? And Hebrews 9 said what? We have not what resisted unto blood, right?
Yeah.
He suffered what? He suffered a great contradiction because who? Two-thirds of his own people put him to death. They chose a what? They chose a sinner, a thief. I think he was Barabbas.
Yeah, a thief. He was a thief. Yeah, can.
Right? Over the Lord and Savior. Right? And overall, because he is in the spirit of his father, right? Two-thirds of the people enter idolatry and they would not turn back. Right? They enter whoredoms and they would not turn back. Right?
Yeah, it's a serious
this is real quick. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 19. Behold, at that time will I undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that faltered, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in all the land where they have been put to shame. And who is that? That's not all Israel. That's the elect of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
Because what? The elect are the ones that are preaching and teaching and defending the gospel. The elect are the ones out here saying that these are not UFOs, that's not a conspiracy theory, that's not the US Army testing some military something, that's not some fuselage or some SpaceX rocket that's falling back to Earth, or that's satellite shut down. We out here proclaiming that these are the chariots, the vehicles of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
That's right.
These are the vehicles of the nation of Israel. These are the vehicles that are going to be used to what? Deliver the Israelites, the elect of the nation of Israel, the first fruits, right? The first born, the 144,000, the 12,000 from each tribe. They're gonna be delivered alongside with the 1/3, their wives, their family, the children, right? And the other believers, right? They're gonna be delivered in these vehicles, right? We have been put to shame. We have been made to look like madmen, right? We've been made to look like madmen because why? Because the devil himself has seduced the whole world to believe that every word that comes out of his mouth is true. But all the words that come out of his mouth are lies, as you brother just read.
I realize.
As soon as they are born, they speak lies. I can bring back the precept again, Baba Kosha.
Alright, come. This is Psalms.
No, the young brother.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fill up.
66:15.
Isaiah 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind.
Yeah, he's gonna come with fire, right? He's gonna come with fire because what? The missiles gonna be there too. The missiles is what gonna be, the ICBMs is what gonna destroy Babylon. His spirit is gonna be, they're gonna have angels guiding each and every one of them missiles not to miss the mark, which is to destroy Babylon and different other provinces of Babylon, right? Parts of Europe gonna be destroyed. Hey, maybe even Trinidad might get a missile. Because we are mini Babylon right here, upholding what? Homosexuality.
Back up real quick.
Huh?
I can back you up real quick.
Go ahead.
This is Joel chapter 2, verse 7. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march every one on his ways.
Yes, they're going to climb the wall. They're going to run like madmen. This is the army of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the missiles. They're part of the army. They're also the men, and there's also the angels and the chariots. Right? The men being 144,000. When you go back to Jeremiah 51, it says what? Thou art my battle axe and the weapons of my warfare. Right? Right? But there's also the chariots, right? And the angels, because the angels are the eyes of the Lord. Right? The 144,000 represent the voice of the Lord, the mouthpiece. They are the prophets. Right?
Yeah,
and there's also the army, which is what? The missiles.
Go
ahead.
And they shall not break their ranks.
They're not going to break their ranks because angels, the spirit, Yahweh Shai spirit is going to be in each and every one of them. Angels going to be guiding them. It's not going to be like an X-Men where Magneto could control the missiles and turn them to hit one another and explode in the air and not touch the land.
I have a precept to back up that too. This is
Because let's say bottom dollar, they might be trying to do that. They represented in that movie X-Men, and they go do what? You see in real life they created the real God. They showed that in a movie too. This shit with Craig Robinson, boy. I forget what he was the Antichrist. This the fat black guy who does play different instruments. Craig Robinson, I think his name is. Right? He was the Antichrist, and they had the real gun to shoot Yahweh Shai out to the sky.
Yeah.
Right, and they created the U.S. Army created the real gun and real. Then they created for land base. Then they created they shoot it in Transformers 1. That shoot the Transformer that was going into the pyramid to get the device, right? Yeah. They shoot it off of the ship. They have one for a ship, and now they have handheld one so soldiers can carry, right?
Yeah.
But they're not going to take that. They see Trump trying to build a wall to throw off prophecy. So I think what I'm that these devils going to try to do things to throw off prophecy, right?
Yeah.
Find some electromagnetic something to shut off the missiles or to repel the missiles. But yeah, I said they're not going to miss them up. What?
Yeah, this is Psalms 18 and 30. We start now 32. He said, "It is Yahweh that girded me with strength and maketh my way perfect." He said he maketh my feet like hinds feet, and setteth me upon a high place. He teacheth my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken in my arm. You understand? He said, "Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy right hand hath upholden me, and uphold me up, and thy gentleness had made me great." You understand? So the Lord, what the Lord do in Yahweh Hashem Yahshua when we move with the army of the Most High, the Lord give me that supernatural power. You understand what I'm saying? That terrestrial body. We'll be the new X-Men and the new Avengers now. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you notice that these men and them, they read the Bible, and they're seeing Thor and all of them flinging from one point, they jumping from one point to the next. That was Heinz feet. You understand? And the warring men, David say, Joshua say, 10,000 on my left and 10,000 on my right, but none shall draw nigh me. You understand what I'm saying? So these men and them here, they only mimicking we the real Avengers, the men who sign and with the mark is who them fellas mimicking. But when we jump out, that's why the Lord said, prepare slaughter. Because that slaughter, when Yahweh Hashem Yahushua come back, it will be a great slaughter. You understand what I'm saying? Right now we're sloppy, but when we get that terrestrial body, we'll be fit.
That's right.
Yeah, that's how I should, yeah. I'm telling you, that's how real it is. So,
Hey, yeah, as the brother from Barbados says what Dragon Ball Z, he also said Isaiah 63 and 4. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come.
Beautiful. Yeah,
I have one for you. This is Psalms chapter 40, verse 29. Because they say, hey, right now we sloppy. Right? That is true. Because the scripture says we go to, they will seek to weary the saints.
That's right. Beautiful.
Look at how hard we are just trying to get the brother Kwana to come into the street at the beginning. Sam is trying to frustrate and weary the saints.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. He's so wicked bad, but we're going to deal with him.
Psalms 40 and 29. He giveth power to the faint and to them that have no might. He increased strength. So you just read about David, right? He gives his feet like hinds feet, right?
Yeah.
Talk about Psalms. It says what? 1,000 shall fall at thy side, 10,000 at thy right hand, but none shall come nigh thee. But what the scripture say, 5 should put 1,000, 5 should put 100 to flight, and 10 should put 10,000 to flight. I forget how this go. To lack here, right? But all that's precepts too. You understand?
Yeah.
Isaiah 40 and 30. Even the youth shall faint. Even the youth shall faint and be weary, and the young men shall utterly fall. But they that wait upon Yahweh shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with eagle wings, and with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint.
I want fear. Right, this is Zephaniah chapter 1, right? Verse 14. The great day of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is near. It is near and hasteneth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. The mighty men shall cry bitterly.
The mighty men
who's the mighty men? They shall cry bitterly that he saw.
What do you call him? Putin, Kim Jong-un, Donald Trump. All them leaders and them, they will cry bitterly for when this judgment comes. Yeah, can't.
That's the backup. I ain't finishing the Zephaniah, but this kingdom. This is Luke 21, verse 26.
Yeah, bring it down.
Men's heart failing them for the fear and for looking after these things which are coming on the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken, and that is these elites. You know, that heaven talking about these elites. Esau kingdom. It's gonna be shaking. I'll try to go and shake this devil up. You know. So going back to Zephaniah 1:15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wastiness and desolation, a day of darkness, gloominess, a day of clouds, right?
And so that goes back to what? These chariots, right? Let's go back to these chariots. And guess what? We're talking about, if anybody's again lost, why are we talking about having spiritual power and destroying? Because what? Everything's going to happen in sequence, right? We're going to be beamed up in the scripture says in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, right? The chariots, the scripture says that Yahweh is going to come from the east. When he's coming from the east, he's going to be gathering his saints to carry to we transform, and we're going to be carried to what? To the Middle East, where they're going to gather to fight themselves, and then they're going to turn to fight Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, right?
But we're going to be with Yahweh Shai. We're going to be part of his glory. As you read about Revelation 1, 7 and 8, we're going to be part of his glory, right? Because we are the men that stood stiffly for the name according to what? According to Revelation, right? Just so the brother on the coming board, brother shout of Abida says what? Wisdom of Solomon 3 and 7 and 8. And in that time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks amongst the stubble, right? And they judge the nations and have dominion over the people, and their Lord shall reign forever. And who is that? Who is they? That is the men of the Lord. That's the elect, right? The men who are going to be given spiritual powers, right? They're going to shine because of the wisdom that they had to trust in Yahweh Shemiyah. But they were predestined from even before birth, right? Because they were the Lord. They was the fathers. What the Lord said? He says they were dying, and now they dying are mine, right? The elect, right? That was we are part of his inheritance, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
This is Obadiah.
Yeah,
This is
I
Obadiah. Oh, you finished. Go ahead. Sorry, slacky.
that's not all too much, right?
Yeah,
But
now go through. Yeah, not
I just
well.
wanted to say one thing, right? I want to do like a Bible and look at the right? And in the Hebrew child election, it's saying, come from the strong 4 right?
Right.
And prove that this is the Lord chariot. And you go into the lexion, it's saying a very large army is compared to a cloud.
hey, Salakia, here going on. You have an echo coming. So if you have your phone on, turn your phone volume right now.
My phone offer.
Right, well, no problem.
So I know again, my echo. The
Right,
echo.
let's just see so. Let's just see so. If anybody have actually if you have a phone or anybody phone, you have a phone or you can turn the volume straight up.
The volume.
Yeah, turn the volume straight up.
Oh, that's not.
I'll be giving you that feedback.
Right. See what you getting there.
Go ahead on.
Yeah. Camera,
Yeah.
It done there. Yeah, I ain't.
It
it's
kind
saying
of minimalize, but go ahead.
It might be on my phone.
a very large army is compared to a cloud, you know, and the Lord has read in Psalm 68 and 17, right? The Lord had thousands of chariots, you
Correct.
know, so compare the chariots to a cloud, you know, the say a very large army is compared to a cloud.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the scripture says these things are what allegoric. You're dealing with these Christians and they say only Hebrew Israelites only deal with what? Idioms and allegories of the scriptures. The scripture says it's going to be allegoric, right? The Lord spoke to the people in parables. And when the disciples asked him, why do you speak to them in parables? He said, because it's given unto you to know and not unto them. The Most High
That's
doesn't
right.
desire you Christians. So you're gonna be there and you're gonna be perplexed according to Luke 21, right? According to Matthew 24, there's gonna be a time of great perplexity in these last days, right? The time of of temptation, right? In the hour of temptation, they're gonna be beamed up, right? Some are gonna be put to death, some are gonna be martyrs for Yahushua, right? And some gonna be beamed up and gonna be transformed in a moment and a twinkling of the eye. Right?
Yeah.
Before I know I have a precept there, right? Let me just read off this on the comment board
Yeah, you go ahead.
from Brother Pasha. It says Zechariah chapter 12 verse 8. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as a God, and as the angel of and the house of David shall be as God, as the angel of God. You
Yeah.
understand? They're going to be as power. You're going to be given spiritual power, right? That's so the men of the Lord are going to help defend, right? And bring glory and praise to Yahweh Shimei Shai.
Yeah.
This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. Predominantly who? Esau, Edom, right? Then there's 2/3 of our own people, these people could term Jewish niggas, right? The Ishmaelites were other nations that were confederate against us, so what make us not be called a nation, right? It says, when they shall see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they are looked for. Right? So what you are looking for? Clouds full of water, cumulonimbus clouds to come and pick up the men of the Lord? No. The Lord is coming with his chariots and great whirlwind. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go on. That's seriously. Did I write the Lord say? I bring in precept, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that will Lord say in Obadiah 1 and 18. He said the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. He said, they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. You understand? So when them chariots come into devour. You understand what I'm saying? Especially Esau. He's the main cause, you know. You understand what I'm saying? Esau is the main cause. So we had to destroy Esau. You understand? Esau can rise not for the face like in Malachi. You understand? A serious thing. So we had to go to
when the kingdom of heaven is ushered in, you would have need for a devil. Because it's going to be the time of righteousness rule. Right?
Yeah, of course.
When the wicked are in authority, the people mourn. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Right? So it's going to be a time of rejoicing, a time of peace, a time of rest. Right? This is Zechariah chapter 14, verse 12. And this shall be wherewith the Lord shall smite all people in Jerusalem.
That effect we that effect had here.
Yeah, boy.
You had the hearing.
Yeah.
I don't know what was it laughing.
Esau destroy.
All right. I want to bring. Anybody have anything?
Yeah. Look up. This Akim here about precept here.
All right, go ahead.
This is Second Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand. And that is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world, which he made.
That's right. So this is the time for visitation. You understand? That's why we sighting up all them chariots and them all over now, boy. You understand what I'm saying? And you see Esau in great fear because he can understand the mysteries of the Most High power. You understand? That's why the Lord said, Amos 3:1, he said he will do nothing but reveal a secret unto his servants, the prophet. Now all these mysteries and secrets that reveal unto us as a people. You understand what I'm saying? Because we are the elect of the Most High, well, the hopeful elect. You understand what I'm saying? Because we still have the whole faith in our Bashimi and share that, you know, that we make it out there. You understand? The Lord said, we had to strive to this truth till death. You understand what I'm saying? There are plenty brothers, don't mind any camp too. When the crunching, when Jacob travel ready, start to push harder. There are plenty brothers go run out from this truth, you know. You understand? To take this microchip and to feed the family. You understand? But that man that have faith in the Most High power. You understand what I'm saying? But you know, you bring it up.
This is Psalm 102, verse 13. Thou shalt arise upon Zion.
Psalms what? Psalms Lakiak. Psalms what?
Psalms 102.
102. Verse 13.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt arise and have mercy upon Zion, for the time to favor her. Yea, the set time is come, and the people as Zion is for the elect. Because they people who were sighing and crying, you know, to the abomination of the earth. We don't know. For thy servants take pleasure and favor the dust thereof.
Yeah.
So the heathen shall fear the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and all the kings of the earth thy glory. When Yahweh Hashem Yahushai shall build up Zion, he shall appear in his glory. And with the scriptures, Amos 11:9, you know, the Lord building backward the spiritual temple of David. You know,
that's right.
That's what the Lord doing. The Lord building up Zion. Who is Zion? The hopeful elect, the 144,000 alongside the 1/3. And that what the Lord just closing up the breaches to bring on the hammer upon this place.
Yeah,
because that, as Arsenal says earlier on, you know, and the young brother bring out here for precept and second Ezra 9:1. You know, because we measure the time diligently. You know, there should be shoot out more and more, right? According to Deuteronomy 32 verse 1. You know, and the Lord showing his sightings and the chariots. You know, but only the elect will know what it is.
True, exactly. It's only the elect.
The Barbara.
Yeah, come.
Oh, I want to know why I was here in Arab.
No. Yeah, I hear.
I
This
can't.
is Matthew chapter 24, verse verse 31, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trump, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to another. Right? How the Most High is going to gather the elect with what? The chariots, right? The vehicles of Israel. Okay?
Yeah.
When they gather, they will be transformed. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 5. Sorry, this is 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51. Behold, I show you a mystery. Right? So this is a mystery. It's going to be a mystery to the two-thirds. It's going to be a mystery to these other nations. They don't understand what's going to happen. They're going to think they're going to be destroyed, but they are going to be destroyed, right, by aliens. Right? It says, now, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall be changed. Because when he went to heal the girl, she was they say, hey, she's there weeping at me. Then she not there, she asleep. Right? She left this abode, she was in a celestial abode to the heaven. That's basically what happens when people go into a coma anyway. You're asleep. You understand? That is sleep. You know? This is what the Lord said. He says, the dead in the house shall gonna arise first. Right? So they're gonna come up and join him in the chariot first. So we know we anticipating certain brothers that come past. We know personally. Right? It says verse 52, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, right? Because a trumpet is going to be blown. Right? We're gonna know the significance of the trumpet, but the people is not gonna know. The rest of the nation is not gonna know. Only the elect gonna know. Right? The world not gonna know. They're gonna hear the song. They had a representation in the 80s. The War of the Worlds. It was a movie, and then there's a series. Right? I remember the series. I tried watching that series. Every time that trumpet blew in the chariot, I used to be scared. Right?
Yeah. God.
I used to be scared. I remember that fear. Because like I understood that in my spirit as a child. Right? It says, verse 52, in a moment in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. For this corruption must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. And what is mortal? This body here.
This body is mortal, yeah. Yeah.
Right? So we're gonna put off this mortal body.
And watch me, and in a twinkling of an eye, yeah. Before you know it, we change into Superman and all them Avengers, man.
Yeah.
God.
And some people will get power before this.
Yeah,
right?
God. Yeah.
Because the Lord said that He's gonna give some of us power before that. We're gonna be able to heal and all these different things.
Yeah,
right?
True.
They might be going to put us to death. For what? For the gospel, or for what? For refusing the chip. And next thing you know, the guillotine comes down on an iron neck. And the guillotine break apart, and you stand up.
Yeah, that guillotine started burning because why? The power of the Most High upon us. Yeah.
That's something. Let me finish.
It says, for this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must and this mortal must put on immortality. So when the corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the same as it is written, death is swallowed in victory. Right?
Something. Yeah. This is Acts chapter 1, verse 9. And when he had spoken these things, I will start from verse 8, but the point is in 11, right?
Right, go
Because it
ahead.
was about spiritual powers also.
Yeah.
He said, but you shall receive power after the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and you shall be witness unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth.
Yeah.
Right? And when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfastly toward heaven, as he went up, behold, two men stood by him in white apparel. Right?
Yeah.
That is the angels. Right? Just as when Yahushua was coming back as Isaac, it had two angels there also.
When he came to check the ground. When he came and checked
Gone,
the ground.
gone,
Yeah. When he was going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah.
gone.
That's
We know
yesterday.
verse 10, and while they looked steadfast toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by him in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up to heaven? The same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven,
Mm-hmm.
and will take him up.
Yeah. You can, of course.
And they
Not back in
the Lord had in his heart, in his day. Isaiah chapter 1, verse 24. Therefore, said Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the Lord of hosts, the mighty one of Israel,
Yeah.
ah, I will ease me of my adversaries and avenge me of my enemies. So the Lord can't wait for that day to come. Yahweh shall make a promise. He wouldn't drink no wine until he come back and redeem us. And the Lord can't wait to bring vengeance upon his enemies, which is the so-called right hand of the nations that persecute Israel, mainly the elect. Yeah, I think I'm going after me.
Yeah, I have a small precept here concerning that same spiritual powers and concerning the movements that the Yahweh Shimei go put upon we too now. Ezekiel 1 and 13, we will take it until 16. Right? So he said, as for the likeness of the living creature, the appearance was like burnt coals of fire, and like the appearance of lamp. We know that the angel of the Lord day, right? The black man now, boy. He said it went up and down among the living creature, and the fire was bright, and out of the fire went forth lightning. He said, and the living creature ran and returned as the appearance of a flash of lightning. You understand? So that is how fast the moving, like flash. You understand? All these things Esau took. He took this and make flash. You understand what I'm saying? He read this and he go with wild self. Well, boy, we go bring out a movie called Flash. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah? Because he knows
that devil Stanley, that what he was like pull back his line ass.
Yeah, I should. You understand? Verse 15. Verse 15. He said, now, as I beheld the living creature, behold, one wheel upon the earth by the living creature with his four faces, and their work was like unto the color of a barley, and they four had one likeness, and their appearance and their works was as it was a wheel in the middle of a wheel. Now we see that and we saw that in this movie in Infinity Wars. You understand? When that chariot came, it was a wheel in a wheel, you know. You understand what I You saw them feel the brilliant now, boy. But the Lord don't reveal all them things until we don't know what we expecting. When them chariots come, there will be fear, but we will be rejoicing because we know that is our ticket home. You understand what I'm saying, yeah? Yeah. But fear will fall upon them. Great fear too. And that, you know what the Lord said too? He said that them chariots and them go be evil, it go be like an evil towards them, you know.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Yeah, for real.
Have a piece of here.
Yeah, bring it out, dog.
You know, just as that picture, that video, big brother Pura had a big arc. If you could just play that video for my Baba Kosha, we gotta stay quiet, Asha, because if we speak, the video we go come on winner.
Right, beautiful can. Go ahead.
Let's play the video, Baba Kosha, Tawara. I can play it?
Yeah, play it. Don't have any audio.
Alright. Alright. Now this is, you see how that looking long? Alright. This is Habakkuk Talakia. This is Zechariah chapter 5 verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold a flying roll. And he said unto me, when you play that video with Big Brother Brewer just a while brought out, right? It looking like a roll. If you look at it properly, it looking like a roll or a tornado going up into the sky. Right? And this is what the prophet Zechariah saying. Zechariah chapter 5, verse 1. Then I turned and lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold a flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 20 cubits. You know, that video with brother Brewer, that's how I play. You know, the chariots will come in different forms and size. You know, it doesn't only in a circumference. It could come in a long roll, it could come in a scroll, it could come in a box, it could come in any form. Because the Yahweh is the creator of all things. As you bring out that precept in Ezekiel 1, you know, and Brother Bura mentioned this man, Stanley. That is where they get this character, the one of the tribino.
Yeah, the tribino.
Character. You know, he tried to image him after the angel.
Yeah, exactly. Can. I show you that, eh? I'm telling you. That's the thing.
Going back to you, I was reading Ezekiel chapter 1, verse 14.
Right. Hold on, eh? Right. That was 16 there, right? It's 17 here.
That's all. Verse 14. That's all. 16. It says, the appearance of the wheels and their work was like unto the color of beryl.
Yeah.
Not 16, sorry. We read that. Yeah. That was it. Yeah. And therefore had one likeness, and the appearance of their work was as it were a wheel in the middle of a wheel. Right?
Yeah,
and then look up the word wheel. Right?
Yeah.
When you look up the word wheel, that's it says, I have to turn on the audio here.
Fun. Strong's H212. Fun.
It says wheel.
Fun.
Fun. Right? Wheel. Chariot wheel. Wheel in Ezekiel's vision. Wheels of 10 bases beneath the lavas or lavas of Solomon's temple. Right? Right? So the wheel, to revolve, strong definition or form from unused root meaning to revolve. A wheel, right? So the chariots that in this shape they revolve, right? That was the point I was Go ahead.
I want fear after when you finish up.
Go ahead.
This is Psalm 104, verse 3. I will start from verse 2. Who covers thyself with light as with a garment, who stretches out the heavens like a curtain, who laid the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot.
That's right.
That's right. Who
Yeah.
walketh upon the wings of the wind. Who do that? Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Daniel 7. Right? Hey, the Lord is great and greatly to be praised.
Yeah. All the time.
God. Right? Okay, let's bring this quick one. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 9. And beheld, till the thrones were cast down, the ancient of days would sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as the burning fire.
As the what?
As the burning fire.
I sure you did that, eh? Yeah. I'm going to tell you, it's going to be judgment for them.
And more. A fiery steam issued and came forth from before him, and thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood before him. The judgment was set, and the books were opened. You know? So the Lord had, hey, when the Lord bring judgment upon this earth, you know, the whole place gonna be full with chariots. You know? The Lord chariots, you know, cover this place. And that way the scripture say, men's heart shall fail them, you know, for the things to come. Because people had feeling them when they see these chariots and these lights, and they'll be like, where is this and where is that? You know? It's feeling them. Because they can't bear this. They can't bear this great glory of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know? Like the other night, if I may just say, when we was already doing the works, Big Brother Barano, you can recall when I make this statement, a big chariot passed over us. Imagine if the whole crew did saw that at that moment, they would have bored while we was giving praises.
That's seriously.
What verse you reaching in Ezekiel 1?
I did 16.
What?
Hold on, let me get back there. I was looking for an extra tell hold on. Right, so 16, 17. He said, then they went upon their four sides, and they turned not when they went. As for their rings,
Now listen to the word ring. This is what the word ring says.
Yeah.
You can read it. Go ahead and read it, and then I'll say it after.
As for their rings, they were so high that they were dreadful, and their rings were full of eyes wrong about them. So you don't know.
Right, that's the windows to the chariots, and the lights are shining out of them.
Right. God.
Right? No, hear the word for rings.
Yeah.
Strong's H 1354. Gav.
And this is what it says. It says convex surface. So if you know what's a convex surface, it's kind of bent. You have anybody who's wearing glasses know what they have, a convex and a concave lens.
Right.
So convex is higher than the end. So it's like a pot cover. They put it like that, not a flat.
Like a pot. Can.
Right? They're gonna break it down even more.
Yeah.
Right? It says back of a man. A man back not straight, a man back bend.
Yeah.
Right? So the upper part coming up to your neck, your shoulders, upper back.
Yeah.
It actually have a curve. It says a mound. Right? It says a boss, a convex projection of a shield. A shield is already flat. Right? A shield will have a kind of roundness to it.
Yeah.
Bulwarks, no, bulwark is a bush, right? Have a tall stem, right? And we'll have like these fluffy flowers that is kind of blowing in wind. But it's getting thick on the top. It is bow.
Yeah, can.
So the whole idea is what? Is of bending. A curvature, right? And that's how the chariots look. Some of the chariots look like that, as you put a photo. Some look like a flying roll, some look like literally like a sausage. I'll bring it out because there was a chariot in Trinidad that was recorded from town side, from Spain side.
And that just one side really actually you see it. So you go look low, but remember it's big now, boy. This chariot big for you. You see this thing is really actually like it's long, but it yet still it's really wrong, but it's long. You see one can't wait.
It says what? It says bulwarks, breastworks of arguments. It says brow, eyebrow, rim of a wheel.
Watch it here. You can see it. Watch it curving here. If you watch this here, good. You see it making a curve and all too, If you watch it, the thing good carefully. You understand? It's big. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. But watch now. Yeah, really, yes. Yeah, so they're 19. He said, and when the living creature went, the wheel went by them. So every movement that the living creature them make, you understand? You find that in the Lord talk about that in Deuteronomy when they was going through the wilderness. Deuteronomy Numbers, one of them. That the angel Lord used to move with them in the night. In the night, he moved with them by what you call it?
A pillar of fire
by night and cloud by day. You understand what I mean? But all like the chariots. You understand what I mean?
Like the chariot, because it kept the camp of the Israelites separated from the camp of the Egyptians.
Yeah, can. You understand? So he's saying here, and when the living creature went, the wheel went by them. He said, and when the living creatures were lifted up from the earth, the wheels will lift up. You understand? So it's beam up Scotty business there and then them gone.
Yeah.
You understand? Just like in Star Trek. Remember in Star Trek, them used to the how you call it, the ship used to be over them, and they say, beam me up, Scotty, and you see that bright beam come down on them, and boom, and them go on the way after that, them go on, you understand? So this is what this really saying here. And he say, go on.
I just want to back up with what you were saying now, right? There's talking about the chariot was with Israel in the wilderness, right?
Yeah.
This is Exodus 14, verse 19.
Yeah.
And the angel of Yahweh Shem Shai, which went before the camp of Israel, removed and went behind them. And the pillar of the cloud and went behind them.
Yeah, go on.
Went before their faces and stood behind them. And it came to pass, Salakia, and it came between the camp of the Egyptians and the camp of Israel, and it was the cloud and darkness to them, but it gave light by night to these, so that one came not near the other all night.
Yeah, that's right. Because they make us moving night and day, so you find that, the light was shining, the Lord was giving them that guidance. Plus, to remember, the man of thing is the Lord who gave them that guidance to direct them where He want them to go. You understand what I'm saying? He was leading that whole situation there. You understand?
I want to show you this. This is a real clip from Trinidad.
Yeah, good show.
That's about the flying rule.
Yeah. Can't look at that there, yeah, boy. You seen it there? Yeah, can't. Which part are from?
That's all. Well, I didn't hear him too. Right? Because people gonna say that this is not real. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't hear him too, because you'll look online by his expression too.
Yeah,
if it's a CGI or something. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm not talking to my
Wow. There you saw the look what you saw.
Yeah, she knew that. I want to know what you say.
You see that? Well, you see that?
It gone there. I didn't see that about drinking some water.
Yeah. Now I'm telling you, you just read it in Ezekiel, right? Because Ezekiel talk about it moving as fast as lightning.
Yeah, boy.
Look the cursor by it.
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah, boy,
Pull
go
back up.
on there. Yeah, you can. I show you that. Yeah. And the man, watch me. And the man, he belly the head because he has shower going and he say, "No, this praise the Lord." You understand?
Yeah.
And then you're confused, you know. You understand? I show you that. Yeah.
So imagine 10,000 of those in the sky.
Oh, God, boy. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That is wonderful. You understand? Yeah. Now we continue there. Verse 20. He said, and whithersoever the spirit was to go, they went thither. So they went. He said, thither was their spirit to go. He said, and the wheels will lift up over against them. He said, for the spirit of the living creature was in the wheel. You understand? Yeah. I believe, yeah, he said, then those went, he said, when those went, these went. He said, and when those stood, these stood.
Right, so wherever the angel went, the child was just over his head. If he
Over
walked
here.
forward, the child walked forward. If he walked back, the
Beautiful.
child walked back. And it didn't have it. Say what?
Slack your act. Now hear what America do. If you watch this movie called oh God, this movie boy, oh God, with overthrow America boy, something at Olympus has fallen. You remember what the man say? He said that when they overthrow England, the man said the drone does always fly over the president's head, you know. So you see what I tell you, that Esau always trying to mimic this word. You understand what the man said? That's why he take the gun and put it in the hand and make a sign and he watch it in the air. You understand what I'm saying? So he's saying that, he tell the man, he said the drone, because Esau and them have a drone that will be flying over the president's head. Anybody president go, that drone going with the president. You understand what I'm saying? So they're trying to mimic the whole situation now. You understand? But this year is ours. So anywhere we go, in a time when the chariots come, you go your little chariot, anywhere you go in, a chariot follow you.
Right, if I may just say one thing. Presently, all of us have a chariot because the Lord set an angel over each and every one of us to watch us.
Beautiful.
But we can't see it with this flesh eyes. But it did. It did. The Lord said the angels of the Lord are camped around those that fear him.
That fear him. Beautiful.
Anywhere we is, the angels there also. So anywhere the angels is, the chariot there also.
All the time, yes. You understand? That's your thing. Right? He said, and when those will lift up from the earth, the wheels will lift up over against them, for the spirit of the living creature was in the wheel. He said, and the likeness of the firmament upon the heads of the living creature was as the color of a terrible crystal stretched forth over their heads above. Right? I have a next scripture I want to bring in. Well, right in Ezekiel self, you know.
That's something in Fahrenheit.
Go on.
This is 2 Kings chapter 2 verse 11. And it came to pass, as they still went on and talked, that behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them both asunder. And Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven.
Beautiful.
And Elisha saw it, and he cried, my father, the chariot of Israel, and the horsemen thereof. And he saw him no more, and he took hold of his own clothes and rent them.
Yeah, so he moved so fast. That was it. But then there's a backup in Ezekiel. From time Elijah was caught up, because that beam came down and beam him up to it. And as he was caught up, it's gone. You understand what I'm saying? There's no sticking thing there. You understand? This is Ezekiel 10:1. He said, then I looked, and behold, in the firmament that was above the head of the cherubims, they appear over them as it were a sapphire stone, as the appearance of the likeness of a throne. He said, he spoke unto the man clothed with linen, and said, Go in between the wheels, even under the cherub, and fill thine hand with coals of fire from between the cherubims, and scatter them over the city. And he went in my sight. Now the cherubim stood on the right side of the house when the man went in, and the cloud filled the inner court. Then the glory of the Lord Yahweh went up from the cherubim and stood over the threshold of the house, and the house was filled with a cloud, and the court was filled of the brightness of the Lord's glory. You understand? So the Lord, that cherubim is a big wing, You understand? You know that, right? That the cherubim is a wing, a big stretched out wing now, boy. It's and the sound of the cherubim wings was heard even to the outer court, as the voice of the Almighty power when He speaketh. You understand? So we don't know that it's big now, boy. It's filled in that court where they was dwelling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's for real. Yeah.
Precept here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Two precept here, because one to back up the earlier one I read earlier on, right? This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 4, verse 17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds, which is the chariots, the elect men, to meet Yahweh Hashem Yahushua in the air, and so shall we ever be with the Lord. This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 13. Behold, behold, he shall come up as cloud, and his chariot shall be as a whirlwind, his horses as swifter than eagles. Woe unto us, for we are spoiled.
Yeah.
When Lord chariot come upon the earth, it ain't gonna be a bed of roses, it's gonna be destruction. Alright? Where that goes.
Yeah. That's all right. Yeah, 413. Right. What I was reading, right? Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one in Amos too, That's I had a precept in Amos. But wait, this way. Is Amos there? That's all right. Let me continue with Ezekiel. Right. He say
I have a quick correction there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cherubim, one pictorial Bible dictionary, primarily the cherubim are living the living carriers of the Most High. When appearing to the living chariot or carriers of the Most High.
Right, beautiful. Of course, can.
When appearing to men, his throne or the bearers of it. Their earliest record employment was in the garden as guardians of Eden. Figures of these living beings were used symbolically in both tabernacle and temple. In the new temple of Ezekiel's vision, the only cherubim are those decorating the walls, blah 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 blah. Right. It's really big ass angel. It represents, because on the Ark of the Covenant it's the cherubim, the angels with the wings facing one another.
Beautiful. Right. Yeah, can. Yeah, man, can. For real. And we are rich by and I be and that's all right.
That's something by time. This is Hebrews 11, verse 5. By faith Enoch was translated, that he should not see death, and was not found, because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai had translated him. For before his translation, he had this testimony, that he pleased Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And that is why the Mosai says, some of you shall not taste death. Why some of you shall not taste death? Because you'll please Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and you'll be taken up into this chariot.
Yeah, exactly.
Enoch was taken up. Enoch never died.
Nah.
No.
Yeah,
And
can't,
I
you can't.
think if I'm wrong, my brother correct me, right? I think the word Enoch means learned man.
Yeah, that's
Right?
yeah. I think it was 6 years. Yeah. He said, and it came to pass that when he had commanded the man clothed with linen, saying, take fire from between the wheels, from between the cherubims, and then he went in and stood beside the wheel. He said, and one cherubim stretched forth his hand, one cherub stretched forth his hand from between the cherubims unto the fire that was between the cherubims, and took thereof and put it into the hands of him that was clothed with linen, who took it and went out. Right? Well, they know place are plenty where this wheel going forward, going on the road.
We step up the covenant God. Isaiah
Yeah,
31:5. As birds fly, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem.
yeah.
Defend them also. He will deliver it. And passing over, he will preserve it. So as he's passing, he's going to defend, he's going to deliver, he's going to take up the elect, and he's going to defend as passing over. He's going to preserve. That's what. When he take up the elect, the 144,000, they're going to be delivered from what? The destruction. Everybody skip this as in Psalms. I'll get real quick. If anybody have anything to put the talk real quick.
If you have anything for it.
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead.
Yeah, I tell you something.
Right, I have it here.
Yeah.
Right? The Psalms 91:8. Only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Woo! Because it's preserved with the chariot. Right? I read it again. Isaiah 35. Isaiah 31:5. As birds flying, like the chariot, it's going to be like this. Just like when we just saw in the video. Right? Let me share back the video again. Right? As birds flying.
Yeah.
Let me just pull back the video, right? Wow. Something just freeze there. Everything full how I respond. Anyway, the precepts were right. Wow, you saw you devil, you rebuke, see that how much you on the shine. It says what? As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also, he will deliver it. Right? Because he's going to take up the elect, 144,000 chosen men. Kwana, Baba Kosha, Zechariah 13:8.
Done. Zechariah 13:8, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's not. This is Zechariah chapter 13:8. And it shall come to pass that in all lands, said Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die.
2 parts going to cut off and die. Right? Those that remain in the land, right? They're going to be cut off by famine, they're going to be cut off by pestilence, they're going to be cut off by in the FEMA camps, right?
Yeah.
Hunger, starvation, right? Biochemical warfare. You have recently in the news you had early on late last year, early this year, you had the first case of polio raising up, right? You had measles on the rise because you saw the CDC started to release these diseases, right? These things you have to set up disease control. Waiting on you. You think that they're protecting it from the diseases? No, they're releasing the diseases. They're controlling the amount of disease because they have to make money from the vaccines. Right? It's a whole system designed. Right? Continual money. Vaccinate. Right? It says, go ahead, continue.
But the third shall be left therein.
The third shall be what?
The third shall be left therein.
How they're going to be left? Isaiah 31:5. As birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Right? Because that's all. Hey, you still have what? You still have the aircraft carriers. They have the F-16 and F-15 and they have the big fighters and all that shit. And all of them not fast. Not all like, as fast as they're going to faster than the speed of sound, which is Mark 3, Mark 1, sorry, Mark 1, right? But none of them fast enough the chariots because they're going top speed and the chariots are making loops around them, right? It says, the Lord of hosts will defend Jerusalem, defend and also he will deliver it. Because Jerusalem is not people for a place, so they're going to be taken up and translated, and we're going to be up there in the chariot. Psalms chapter 91, verse 8. It says, because thou hast made, verse 9, sorry, Psalms 91, verse 9. Sorry, verse 8. Only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. And what's that reward? We're going to be in the chariots looking down, right? Through the floor, the chariots going to be made what? Transparent. And we're going to be able to see through the firmament.
Yeah.
And how it's going to appear? It's going to appear as a lake of fire. Because 200,000 missiles going to be hitting. 2 million missiles going to be hitting the earth. In Babylon, right? And it's going to be what them mushroom clouds from a bird's eye view. It's going to look like imagine a river rapid, but in fire, right? It's going to look like that undulating, tumultuous, turbid fire, right? That's why it's going to look like a lake of fire, right? It says, "Only with thine eyes thou shalt see behold the reward of the wicked." Because thou hast made Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil before thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling.
Yeah, go on.
I want to after that.
Go ahead.
This is Psalms 108, verse 6. Now, Salakia, I will start from verse 4. The point in verse 6 coming down. For thy mercy is great above the heavens, and thy truth reacheth unto the clouds. Be thou exalted, O Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, above the heavens, and thy glory above all the earth. That thy beloved may be delivered, as Big Brother Burano read, right? Yeah. Only with thy eyes shall we see the reward of the wicked. And the Lord beloved is who? His elect men. He say, the Lord say, to them that love him, he will give us what dominion. Right, I think it's in Revelations, right? Yeah. That thy beloved may be delivered, save with thy right hand and answer me. They were King David was saying, because King David was also a prophet too, because Yahweh Shai said, they that love me have a great reward for us.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be delivered, as whatever I was saying, as a motion head from the side of a bird, looking down. That's how we're gonna see the destruction of the
yeah. The real destruction will take place on the earth, And that's why we preparing up ourselves. We had the Lord say we had a whole firm, and you know what I mean? And you bring it out, man. I bring it back. Yeah, I want to bring back Zechariah 5, because talk about this. I remember I was talking earlier about the curse now, boy. The chariot go be a curse unto them now, boy. So he said, and I will turn. And he said, then I turned and lift up my eyes and looked, and behold, a flying roll. And he said unto me, what seest thou? And I answered, I see a flying roll. The length thereof is 20 cubits, and the breadth thereof 10 cubits. He said, then said he unto me, this is the curse that go forth over the face of the whole earth. Right? He No, this is the curse that go over the face. So this year it gonna be a blessing to we, but a curse unto them. You understand what I'm showing you? Because this chariot coming is destruction. When they see that chariot, you see, we will know that this is our chariot, our transport, but them don't know. You understand? Because them not serving Yahweh Bashim Yahushai with all fear and all joyfulness of heart. They're not doing that. You understand? When this word going for them, scoffing against it. You understand? He said for everyone that stealeth shall be cut off.
As he saw a man.
That's right.
He saw the thief. That's what he told us from the west coast of Africa, other different places that we scattered Europe.
Yeah.
Also Ishmael.
Yeah. Yeah, Ishmael and all too. Remember, he start up the slave trade from long time, you know.
They didn't steal because the brothers stole Joseph into slavery.
But Ishmael,
but Ishmael is in slavery long time.
Beautiful. He in the slave trade thing long time because he buying a man and selling him still. You know what I'm saying? And he said, for everyone that stealeth shall be cut off on this side, according to it, and everyone that sweareth shall be cut off as on this side, according to it. Right?
I've told you comment more.
Alright, good.
Is Isaiah 26 and 20. Come, my people, enter thou into my chambers, into thy chambers, which is the chariots, and shut thy door. Right? So in the time of Noah, it had the ark. Right?
Beautiful,
yeah. The Lord going to invite us into his chariot, which is what the so-called UFOs.
Yeah.
Right? The chariots of Israel. And Salakia, the way we look at it, Isaiah 26 and 20, come, my people, enter thou into my chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment until the indignation overpass. Because when you shall come, they will have fire, right? You're not going to spare. Because you're going to be on his side, or you're going to be down here receiving the destruction.
That's right.
Next precept was Luke 21, verse 20. Says, and when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with angels, right? Yeah. We went through the angels, they don't come just so, they move in the chariot, right?
Right.
And with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh. Yeah? And that which shall be, that which shall be.
That's right.
The only thing will be the sun. So this was back then in 70 AD, but it's going to come back. Jerusalem is going to be compassed. Because the Lord is going to come and deliver the elect out of Jerusalem, which are his people. Right?
I want fear. This is Psalm 68, verse 10, and then I jump into verse 2. Thy congregation have dwelt therein. Thou, O Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, hast prepared of thy goodness for the poor. Verse 13. Yeah. Though ye have linen, Salakia, though you have linen among the pots, yet shall ye be as the wings of a dove, covered with silver, and her feathers with yellow gold. This is how David was describing the chariots.
Yeah, good.
Right? And I had qualified scripture earlier on, right? So where I quoted Salakia was in the wrong book, is 2 Timothy. I would just read it now, right? 2 Timothy chapter 4. Right, verse 8, he said, henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which Yahweh Shai, the righteous judge, shall give me at the day, and not to me only, but unto all them also that love his appearing. And who love that? The hope elect. Understand? The men and them that, hate this system, and every morning they get up, the vets in the spirit, as Ecclesiastes 1, right? All your vegetation of spirit, all is vanity of vanity. And we as the apparatus of the hope we let men, to all the brothers who push it to sincerity and who sign and crying, that the Heavenly Father give us the strength to push on to make it into the kingdom. Because that is one of the greatest accomplishments that we could ever achieve in this whole entire world.
Yeah,
because everything in this world, as Paul was saying in Philippians, right? Philippians 4, he said, I count everything as dung, you know, because it don't make no sense. It have no word, it have no value,
Yeah,
right?
God.
So we had to strive for this truth and hold on, you know, and strengthen one another. Go ahead,
It's Isaiah chapter 10, verse 16. Therefore shall the Lord of hosts, set about his pathway cleanness, and under his glory shall kindle a burning like the burning of a fire.
Yeah.
And the light of Israel shall be for a fire, and his Holy One for a flame, and it shall burn and devour his thorns and his briars in one day,
Yeah.
and shall consume the glory of his forest and of his fruitful field, both soul and body. And there shall be as when standard bearer fainted, when a standard bearer fainted, and the rest of the trees of the forest shall be few, that a child may write them. And it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel and such are as escape of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, which is Esau, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. And the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob unto the mighty power. For through thy people Israel be sorry, for though thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return, right? The elect and the one third, and the consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness. For Yahweh power of hosts shall make a consumption even determined in the midst of all the land. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh power of the host, O my people that dwelleth in Zion, be not afraid of the Assyrian. He shall smite thee with a rod, and shall lift up his staff against thee after the manner of Egypt.
God.
For yet a very little while, and the indignation shall cease, and mine anger in their destruction. And the Lord of hosts shall stir up a scourge for him, according to the slaughter of Midian and at the rock of Oreb. And as his rod was upon the sea, so shall he lift it up after the manner of Egypt. And it shall come to pass, in that day that his burden shall be taken away from off thy shoulder, and his yoke from off thy neck, and the yoke shall be destroyed because of the anointing, because you're not gonna be slaves anymore, right? You're not gonna be slaves anymore. Yahweh Shem Yahshua gonna deliver us. You know, we're gonna be free, right? We're gonna be on top. I don't know if you want to switch gears a little bit and go into the next
article.
topic. We had Jacob's trouble. You wanted to bring out the article.
Can. I just want to bring one quick precept if you have,
Huh.
right? This is I don't know why this Philippians 3 and 13 he said, brethren, I come not myself to apprehend, but this one thing I do forgetting those things which are behind, reaching forth on those things which are before. You know, so by as we were talking about the, you know, bring up precepts on the chariots, you know, we right now we have a ticket, so we have a chance, but we are to endure. You
Have
know,
to
we have to
endure.
endure.
God.
Because if you don't endure, you know, you lose that spot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that what Paul say. He say reaching forth unto those things which are before. You know, so he forgetting what he things behind. You know, and putting his all. You know, as the book of Romans, I think Romans chapter 12, we say present your body as a living sacrifice. You know, pushing that all to enter into the kingdom, to enter into that chariot.
God.
Big brother Brownie ready to go on the article, you go ahead.
This is right. Yeah, good. Yeah. You have it there too. You read it out there
I,
too.
I didn't get it, but
All right, come.
off my phone if you want me to read it off my phone.
I'll bring it up here. Right? Quick second here. I want to bring all this precept to one time with it. This is Jeremiah chapter 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be safe out of it. Right? So this is what's happening in Venezuela is an example of what's going to happen worldwide. And predominantly when it happens to Babylon is when we're closer to our deliverance.
Yeah.
Right? When all hell break loose, economic collapse, biochemical warfare, famine, plagues, pestilence, martial law, anarchy, chaos, right? When all what our brothers and the tribe are true, right? When all hit Babylon, you know that the time is even closer because there's one more prophecy it's happening here, right? It's going to happen all over the world because it says in Revelation 13, right, that no man shall be able to buy or sell, right?
Yeah,
Except
yeah.
right?
And you know, and Slakia, but you know, IUIC though see that the RFID chip is the mark, you know. Them don't see that. You understand? So them, I don't see in that camp already might take the chip. You understand what I'm saying?
Can't.
Yeah.
Can't.
That is a mad scene because I mean, all this them so use more godly wisdom than that.
Hey,
Because
so
the
most high blind your eyes. It's shut. Like blind. It's shut. You understand? The most high doesn't desire that. Right?
Yeah.
Because they're reprobates. The most high say what? That oh gosh. They what? They hold back.
Yeah.
Right? Preventing a man from going to the kingdom and they're not going in themselves.
Yeah,
right? Because how can we only the key? The key to this whole thing is Yahweh Shemi Shai. Who the hell is the Most High in Christ?
Yeah.
Who is the Most High in Christ? You know? The word Christ goes back to the word anointed, a Mashiach in the Hebrew.
Yeah, Mashiach.
Right? Yahweh Shai was the anointed. It was a title given to Yahweh Shai. He was the anointed. He was the one anointed with what? The Holy Spirit of wisdom and understanding. He expounded on parables. He expounded on life. He expounded on nationhood, brotherhood, to who the disciples. And what he said unto them, he said it was given unto you to understand, it wasn't given unto them. Right? So they start law preaching, everybody, all of us coming in, especially down here, right? We watch videos when we was teaching the breaking it down so sweetly, right? The name Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, right? Going into it, he was a Reubenite back then, all in blue. Now he's a Judite. He changed tribe in one incarnation. So he's alive. What is how it goes? He's unstable in all his way.
Yeah, that James. I said James.
You understand? I'll give you.
Yeah.
That James 1 and
What precept? A quick precept here for you.
That James 1 and
This is Matthew 13, verse 9.
1 and 8. 1 and 8 up. 1 and 8.
1 and 8. Yeah, 1 and 8. I double mind. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
This is Matthew 13 because Big Brother was speaking about IUIC, right? And they prevent the key, right? Now listen to this, right? This is Matthew 13, verse 9. When anyone hears the word of the kingdom and understand it not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which receives seed by the wayside. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that heard the word and anon with joy receive it.
Yeah, and then shortly after. And anon means shortly after.
No, but this if I could just add one thing to what you're saying, right? They speaking about what Christ, what is saying Christ what?
Most High Christ and Christ blessed.
Most High Christ. Who is that? We don't know who is that. You know?
The Most
we
High,
didn't know.
the Most High Christ.
The Most High Christ blessed. And
yeah, that's a little time of the whole scene there. Most High is the Most High, Christ is Christ. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah? We reverence Yahweh Shai, but we give all praises to Yahweh. You
yeah.
understand what I'm saying? Yeah? So them confusing the whole situation there. You understand?
I'm on it here.
Yeah, go track.
And this is what will not happen to that so-called camp, because I will watch my scribes and Pharisees, right? This is Matthew 13:21. Yet had he not rooted in himself, but endured for a while. For when tribulation or persecution arises because of the word, by and by he is offended. All right. He's offended. And when we, all right, starting with the apostles, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, right, who rebuke these men, they feel offended. You know, they feel offended of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, because why? Hey, I 100% sure the apostles of Great Millstone who do rule well have 100% truth. They have 100% truth.
Yes.
And these other camps, or the majority of these other camps, you know, pushing false doctrine. And when the Lord says, hey, he will destroy 2/3 of his people, and woe to you, wicked pastors. Because when the Lord want to bring down Jacob trouble, a lot of you IUIC men, especially this wicked one, Nate, you want to take that and fry the chip.
Yeah, of
because
course.
You mark of the beast. And that is the mark of the beast.
Can I have a precept here for that? There is 1 Corinthians 3 and 18. He said, let no man deceive himself. He said, if any man among you seemeth to be wise in this world, he said, let him become a fool, that he may be wise. Now, them fellas don't feel wise because I have 1 or 2 little precept. You understand? But them fellas still need knowledge, because the Lord also say, he said, if this word is hidden from them, it is hidden because they are blind to it. You understand what I'm saying? They're lost, slacky, not blind, but lost. You understand? So these fellas in them is lost men. You understand? That whole camp, you forming a great army. I watched them the other day, they had a big match. You understand? And I was fighting for something about what
peace. Matching for peace.
For peace. How you match for peace? You marching for peace. That madness. No, it's time for destruction. You supposed to be marching for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to come with the chariots. You understand? To take we home and for we to start this war. You understand why should you marching for peace? What peace you can get in Esau kingdom? You understand? You done in captivity. Best them go back to sit down in church. You understand why I should you listen to them pastors and pray for the economy and things to get better. You understand? Them fellas and them off. The Lord's bad.
I'm a precept here.
Bring it out there.
Romans 11:24. For who had the mind of the Lord? Or who had been his son? You see? Because they don't know the mind of the Lord. The mind of the Lord is to bring forth war, to bring what? Separation. Right? To bring race wars in these last days. Right? To bring sedition of men. All that is prophesied in Matthew 24:7. Right? The young brother, which they read 2 Ezra chapter 9, measured all the time diligently within itself. What is he measuring? The meter rule right here now is the prophecies. 1 Corinthians chapter 14. Right? The Most High, that's scripture against what desire what to prophesy. Right? That's the measuring stick. So guess what? Later they don't have the mind of the Lord. Right? And going back to James chapter 1 verse 8, right? James chapter 1 verse 8, it says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, right? You can't be double-minded. So when you are worshiping Hashem, one minute you know you are worshiping Hashem, you're calling upon Yahweh Hashem, you're teaching Yahweh Hashem, right? When it was all said and done, the men and they who left, wonder whatever circumstances came out and say, well, what? They had a part. They had a part. They had a covenant between themselves. What? Not to teach in the name. Right?
Yeah.
Not to teach in the name. And what? They come out and they say, what? We teach in the name, but we don't select everybody. No, we are from behind. We from behind. the close the curtain. Don't have
Yeah.
that part of opportunity. Your wicked scribe of Pharisee.
I won't feel when I finish.
Go ahead.
This is Second Timothy chapter 3, verse 5. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, such turn away.
Yeah, you have a form, an image, right? You have an image of godliness, but you're not described on Pharisees and an image of godliness, right? But you're carnal, you're looking after the benefits, seeking after the own glory, the own seeking after the glory of the Lord, right? Which most I call them what hypocrites, right? Oh, hey, you use after the own belly. That's Acts chapter 5, and I sat at verse 25. Then came one and told them, saying, Behold, the men whom he put in prison are standing in the temple and teaching the people. Right? So they imprisoned the apostles.
Yeah,
Right? Who were teaching in the name of Yahweh Shimei Shai. Then when the captain with the officers then went the captain with the officers and brought them without violence, for they feared the people lest they should have been stoned. The next thing, what I said was, fear not man who can destroy the body, but fear Yahweh Shimei Shai who can destroy both the body and soul in hell, which is right now in this place. Right? Here's hell, we in hell. Right? So we can't fear cheap blue color. What is name? Johnson and all these other Johnny completely. Um, 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 Abatan Castello, Adam Howard, Nathaniel Adiwaisi, Kofi, and the Israelite Church of God in Christ. All these madness Jews, CCRK. We can't fear these men. Right? We can't fear the hell, we can't fear the Christians. The Pope meet with Ishmael. He went to Saudi Arabia and with Ishmael, right? Because Ishmael, all of them, Islam come out of Catholicism, Christianity. You understand?
Yeah, sure.
It's all a big show, right? It's across in Russia meeting the Orthodox, which is the opposite. Well, it's like the Anglican version of the Catholicism, right? He was across there meeting them. He meeting everybody. The Pope is a rock star, right? But he just signing and sealing the antiquities of the origins of the witchcraft. He's the head of the false prophet, right? He's the false prophet, right? So and he's also the spiritual. It's like three parts of the body, right? It's London, the financial capital, the spiritual capital is the Vatican, and then the military capital is what? America, right? So he represents, so he going around and he blessing them, and they been prepared. Sitting on the left hand side, they been prepared for this end days, right? It says, coming back to Acts chapter 5, it says, and when they had brought them and they set them before the council, and the high priest asked them, saying, did not we strictly command you that ye should not teach in this name? And behold, you have filled Jerusalem with your doctrine, and intent to bring this man's blood upon us. But you all did. You all did bring the blood upon Yahweh's blood upon you. You know why? Because by extension, you'll kill his prophets. Right? Kill his prophets. Because this was after Yahushua died and ascended. Right? The last part, he had already died and ascended. Right? And even though these can be the same people that already said, hey, we choose Barabbas over him. Let his blood be upon us and our children. You understand?
Yeah.
So we must be really quick so that we can close out.
This is Matthew 15. I read them verse 9 and I jump into verse 13. But in vain do they worship the teaching doctrines and commandments of men. As you just said when I read in Acts chapter 5, right? Verse 13. But he answered and said, every plant which my heavenly Father hath not planted shall be rooted up.
Yeah, and then what's happening? Most time you out all these forces, so like camps, you out all these pastors and strings, and the Christian churches, you not even cause prophetic Catholic Pope and its homosexual agenda,
Yeah.
right? The pedophile agenda.
He's separating the wheat from the chaff, man.
Yeah, all you're going to be burnt up, but the
Yeah.
wheat is going to be put in the storehouse, which is not going to be the chariots. You
It's all right.
understand?
Yeah.
You finish up?
Yeah, can.
Right. The Venezuelan collapse is now a fight for survival. Never in
Right.
my life have I seen something like this. Right? It says Venezuelans scramble to find food and potable water, drinking water. So what they actually do is drink it from drains and they drink it from springs. Right? As Venezuela fell in darkness for an already tumultuous period of starvation and unrest. Many thought things didn't get any worse. Right? But they did. So bad, in fact, that local water systems are no longer functioning, which means, in addition to the lack of food and medicine, the people of the socialist Venezuela are now struggling to gain access to potable water. Right? I have 67 years, the, direct, the director said. Never in my life have I seen something like this. There have been reports of stores being looted and families scavenging for food and water anywhere they can. The crisis was on full display at one river where families got water despite it being polluted.
As
This is
some
what it
precept,
looks like in your country completely collapsed and fresh water becomes a daily fight for survival. I don't know if you're gonna play here.
Yeah.
as some precept can finish, yeah.
Right. Right, you see the color of that water septic. I work in sewer. That's sewer in that shit.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, you bring every step back?
Yes, and let any video play.
Yeah, I can.
No, because the Lord bring judgment upon them. Why?
Oh,
Because if for Ben to hear the prophets and most high,
yeah.
they never hear, right? This is like whatever I mentioned earlier, that 70 80 is going to replay, right? So I'm going back into the book of Luke 21 because 70 80 has begun. You know, the
Yeah.
replay of 70 80 has begun, right? Which is Jacob trouble for the second time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You see, I was Luke 21 verse 23. But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days. For there shall be great distress in the land, and wrath upon his people. Look what going on to we brothers Asha. Look what going on there. That is distress. You know,
Yeah.
as the brother Bora no mentioned, that is sewer water. Right?
Yeah,
Read
exactly.
on. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword. Look what going on in America day in, day out. You know, they're killing a lot of these Judites out there, right?
Yeah.
Many of them they're killing on the streets.
Yeah.
And there's nothing they could do about it because Judah is in the belly of the beast
Hmm. Hmm.
and shall be led away captive into all nations, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles, these heathen nations, until the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled. Verse 25, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon. What happened in 2017 with the eclipse in America? The whole place was dark, right? That was a sign from the Heavenly Father, right? And if you pay attention, right, look at the amount of distress increase. The amount of distress increased upon the earth since that eclipse went forth. All
Huh.
right, we don't know, and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity. Look what went on over in with the yellow jackets on them.
Yeah.
Look at that riot going on,
In
right?
France.
Isaiah 19 and 2, the Lord shall cause Egypt against Egypt, brother against brother,
Yeah.
right? Look what going on in Venezuela, right? Look what the Lord did in Chicago a while back. He frees up all the rivers, you know. And this is great distress. This is what the Lord want to do. Jacob trouble coming, but these people cannot bear. Right? We do not. The sea and the waves roaring, men's heart failing them for fear and for
Yeah.
looking after these things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Go ahead,
We appreciate
brother.
it. We
Well,
appreciate it.
well, Asha.
Alright. Daniel 12, verse 1. And at the time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such
Yeah.
as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered,
Yeah.
every one that shall be found written in the book.
Yeah. So no, we're going through that trouble right now, but deliverance will soon come kick them. You understand? But I for them who believe in it. They are some actually and holding faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahshua. You understand? Plenty of them go continue that with that.
And many of them that sleep in the dust
So
of the
many of
earth,
them that sleep in the dust, God.
of the earth
Uh-huh.
shall awake, some to everlasting life,
Yeah.
and some to shame and everlasting
And some to
contempt.
what?
Shame
Mm-hmm.
and everlasting contempt.
Everlasting contempt. So if I judgment take some of them. You
If I
understand?
may, if I may add to what the brother no brother and that precept, right? That's them, right? That's read over the precept of Akosha.
Yeah.
Verse read over verse 2, Daniel 12, verse 2.
Alright. Daniel 12 verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt.
Right? These is like these men who sell out, right?
Yeah.
Who sell out, they gonna be shaming the kingdom, right?
Yeah.
Unlike the men and them who hold firm for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? Because they turn their back on the Lord. But
Yeah.
in no, they want a 10 minutes fame, right? They rather 10 minutes fame than an everlasting glory.
Huh.
That's what they rather. That what the Lord says some will rise to everlasting shame, right? Go ahead.
Go on.
And everlasting contempt.
God. And this is what going on right now. Because hey, look at Jay-Z and these men, they all up with the elites, these Edomites, right? They are puppets. They receive the constellation on this side. As the Bible says, woe to you that receive your constellation on this side.
That's right.
Destruction for you.
Yeah. Destruction must take them. That's for real.
God.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I read Luke 21 and 25.
Mm-hmm.
It says, and there shall be signs in the sun, and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth, the stress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. The sea and the waves that goes back into people nations, right?
God.
Right? Roaring. So going because of this perplexity. Right? I'll just back up so you can see it.
Yeah. It's Amos 9 and 8.
Right,
You
just
see
now,
how
just
you?
now.
Well,
Just now. Right, so perplexity, right?
Psalms G640, Aparia, Aparia.
Right? Look what it means, because this is exactly what we get into in Venezuela.
yeah.
The perplexity, right? But then they say that they trust, the one side trusts in Egypt, which is America, and the next side trusts in what? Russia, Gog
Yeah.
and Magog, and China, right? None of them trusted in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So the judgment of the game is
It's
what
true.
they deserve.
Yeah.
As a state of perplexity, right? Outline biblical usage from the same as G
Yeah. Yeah.
639, the state of quandary perplexity, right? The pareo
Yeah, that's on.
is this talking about like a tongue now, slow. doubt, be perplexed, to stand in doubt, to be without resources, right? What we just saw. We just saw a video of them what having to drink drain water, right? So that there's a ravine, we call it a ravine in Trinidad, right? On a normal day, spitting down in this. They stand up on the ledge and they're pissing down in this. So we call it our water, right? This is what everybody hustling to get, right? It says apparel, to be without resources, to be in streets, to be left wanted, to be embarrassed, to be in doubt, not to know which way to turn, not to know which way to turn. And that's what's going to happen to the whole house of IUIC, the whole house of GOCC, the whole house of Kofi Church, if you like, Church of, how they pronounce, the Church of God and Christ, right? To be at a loss with oneself, to be in doubt, not to know how to decide or what to do, to be perplexed, right? It says, from the strong definition, the base to have no way out, that is to be lost mentally, stand in doubt, to be perplexed. Apparel. Apparel.
Strong's G 639. Apparel.
Right?
Apparel.
Go a little deeper.
Nine and 8.
Apparel at the beginning of the word. Break it into two syllables. To lead over, to carry over, right? To pursue the journey on which one has entered, to continue on, to depart from life, to follow over, to lead over one's life. And here on, right? You have to go through this journey, right? Because the scripture says, because it all small and great shall go to the kingdom, right? How you going to cause that? What? You want to be all hell. You know, but the devil is what? Order of chaos, order of the chaos, right? So they're going to create that chaotic situation by what? Crashing the world economy, right? Because the American dollar, right, which the majority of the world use at some time to what? To trade, right? That what the banks are about, right? The Fed, the Federal Reserve Bank and the FRN note, right? Because long time money was what? Gold and silver. Now money is what? A paper dollar, right? And everybody has to agree that it has some power, some strength. But before the bankers had the world in its grip, where they used to trade through the US dollar, but now, or the euro, but now nations trading among themselves. You see Russia and Turkey trading towards themselves, Iran and Russia, they trading among themselves, China and Russia trading among themselves, even Venezuela taking the business of China and Russia in gold, right? While the Edomite man steals what they have in the banks and in the Bank of England and in the banks over in America, right? It says a trial and experience or attempt. So what the Jacob's trouble is going to be a trial, right? So when you get Revelation chapter 3 verse 11, you can start at 10. Revelation chapter 3 start at 10.
Revelation chapter 3 verse 10.
Yeah, start 10. Read it.
This is Revelation chapter 3 verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation.
Right, so the hour of temptation, when they look up that, is going to come back to the same word, right? For perplexity. The root word is what? Piraz, para, right?
G 3984. Fire.
Right, the root word, when you look at the phrase or temptation, it will come back to the same word here, para, right? through what you said, through the idea of piercing. When the piercing go through from side to side, right?
Yeah.
So we're going through that journey, which is what? From one side is fire, one side is water. We are entering through the straight gate, right? But the Lord said, once because thou hast kept the word of my patience, which is what? To eat the rule and to water prophesy, right?
Mm.
Because the scripture says that what? He calls it all small and great to what? To what? To take down part. That's going to be the ultimate trial, right? When you see, as the brother was saying earlier on, brother Asher was saying that real man go and sell out what to feed their family,
Yeah.
all these different things, right? But the men of the Lord going to know that here was you see, even if they go once had to go off because she lose faith, you have to continue to endure because the Lord said what the Lord said. What the Lord did for Job, Job lose one and
Well, that,
he was given double, right? And even
yeah,
in
that,
that time, and,
spirit.
yeah, and even if your family get put to death for you resisting the chip, guess what? You know that death is just but a stick because we leave from this mortal body and we go to the immortal body, right? But what is important is to keep your integrity because the scripture says in all that Job, he what? He didn't sin. He didn't
After
transgress his mouth. He kept his
Job
integrity.
was poor, man.
Yeah. It says a trial, an experience, an attempt to attempt a thing to make a trial of a thing or of a person, right? To have to have a trial of a thing, to experience, to learn, to know by experience, right? So
Yeah.
read over Revelation 3, Babakosha,
Revelation 3.
and 10.
All right, go on. Continue, right? Revelation 3. Reading on, I read over the precept. Verse 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth.
Yeah, so we try. Yeah, we want to go on the other side. We want to be in the kingdom of heaven. Yeah, because the root of that is beyond on the other side, right? We want to be in the kingdom of heaven. We have to go through that trial. He said, because we have kept his word of his patience, he keep us from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them. The word try goes back to a prove, the test. And this is the beginning of it. Jacob's trouble. The proving, the testing. You gotta go through all that. Right? We're gonna go through all that. We're gonna go through. It's not gonna have current. You see, America is a legend in America who's responsible for the blackouts across there, right? Running little EMPs, cutting down the grid.
EMP
So
and
what? Right? So besides the fact that they have no food, no healthy drinking water, they're releasing diseases and they're hitting them EMPs, they're going through all that shit. All that is gonna come to what? American shores, right? Then it's gonna come to the whole world because what the elite's gonna crash what they develop,
And if
right?
I, like, if I
Right.
could say one thing, right? To back up what you're saying, right? These electronic magnetic pulse that they put in there, the reason why they're fighting for Venezuela so much is because of that crude oil. Because when they have no people no more, right? Is who have the oil go have the power, right? They go have the stock market, I should say. And as we know on the Western Hemisphere, Venezuela the biggest oil reserve. You know, that's the reason why this devil seeking to get Venezuela so much, according to Habakkuk chapter 2. You know, he keepeth his foot not at home, you know, to he distress and Asher, which is Jacob trouble starting, right? Or start in the land of Venezuela presently, right? And it is going to come to Trinidad and across the world, as Big Brother Bora was now mentioning. Go ahead,
Yeah. Yeah. And the more time he always set an example. You know? He set an example the way those who have access. You know, the most I set an example, Venezuela is the example to what? Election. So what? Repent and come out of the madness. Because we have Asher across the heavy into idolatry.
yeah, of course.
Right?
I know worshippers, man.
Yeah. Jesus, Jesus Christos, right?
Yes.
All that shit, we have to let that go. serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai.
Can.
That's unfair, yeah.
Done.
Right? This is Isaiah 30, verse 12, because the main reason why Israel going through this is because why? They never hearkened unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? Say, wherefore, thus says the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word. Which word? Ye despise the word of the Lord, which ye prophets, right? The Lord sent out his prophets to speak his word. You despise this word. You bring this word low. You show no regards. Big Brother Bora mentioned something earlier on, half siding for America, which is Egypt, and the other half siding for Russia, right? And the most I say, woe to the children that take a covering, but not of me, right? Reading on, and trust in oppression. That is what let's trust in oppression, right? Because what the so-called white man doing for it, look what you have all going through right now presently. He is stressing all to the fullest, all drinking drain water. As Big Brother was mentioning, people peeing, spitting, all that what they used to do. But now it come to this, I don't want to drink that water, right? And this here is a perfect example, as Big Brother was now saying, which each and every acrimony come aboard and around the world, right? The elect men should take into consideration that we should repent and get ourselves right, Because every day we had to go before the Lord as much as we could, because he despises word and trust in oppression and perverseness and stay thereon. Therefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly and instant. And that what the scriptures say, as soon as they say peace, it's suddenly destruction. No. Yeah, anything else I'm again for your head?
You go ahead when I finish.
This is Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 3. And he said unto me, Son of man, I send thee to the children of Israel, to a rebellious nation that had rebelled against me.
How they rebelling? Because they still saying they still have Christians that fighting against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. How they doing that for the fighting against the prophets? You have stakes acknowledging the Hebrew Israelites and fighting against the doctrine. You have Criplo dollars fighting against the doctrine, fighting against Yahushai through the men of the Lord, through the voice of the Lord. You have this jackass, jackass I call him. He just look like a comedian, right? He's saying that I don't know what the mark of the beast is. So why are you a teacher? Why are you a prophet? You call yourself Apostle Gino Jenkins. The scripture said what? The word apostle means what? Sent forth, right?
Yeah.
The Lord sent forth. What the scripture say about who the Lord would send forth, right? The ones who send forth will have the anointing of the Holy Spirit. You don't have it because you say you keep playing on, right? Say he don't know, right? This is John 3:34. For he whom the Most High had sent, speaking the words of the Most High, for he had given him. For power giveth not the Spirit by measure unto him. So you're out there and you claim to be Apostle Gino Jenkins and you're fighting against the Israelites. You take your whole congregation made up of different nations and you line them up by color, right? And they say all of us, when they cut all of us, we all bleed red. We all are brothers and sisters.
But he's not gonna Jim Jones, man.
Yeah, he's a kind of
the spirit of Jim Jones.
He's a kind of ass. That's what he is, a kind of ass. And you line them up and they say, because you're basically fighting against the doctrine. You're trying to say that you're not racial, you're trying to say that you're not partial. The Lord is partial. The Most High said he definitely separated the nations. And he divided them and he gave them their inheritance, which is their land, after he gave Israel, because the Lord's portion is his people. Right? We are the nation of Israel, 12 tribes, the Negroes, the Latinos, and the Natives. We belong to Yahweh Shai. We are his inheritance. He died to redeem us, to buy us back up to Yahweh. Right? And we are also his inheritance. We are his people. We are his brothers, and we are his people, his servants. All right? finish it off, huh?
And that's the back up to where I was saying, right? If Brother Asha can read this precept for Big Brother Bora, Luke 11:23.
Yeah.
What?
Luke 11:23.
Yeah, I told you, Luke 11.
Right? After I finish up with Ezekiel.
Yeah.
23.
Yeah. Yeah.
Luke 11, verse 23. He that is not with me is against me, and he that gathered not with me scattered.
Yeah, because right, read a little higher up. Read 2 verses up. Read 2 verses up.
Right. When a strong man keepeth his palace, his goods are in peace. But when a stronger than he shall come upon him and overcome him, he taketh from him all his armor, wherein he trusted, and divided his spoils.
Right, so the strong man that have the strong man's house right now is Esau's house because he was just given into the hand of the wicked. This is Esau rulership, right? As the reincarnation of wolf, the 10 toes falling apart, right? The kingdom, you see, the Lord said the kingdom is like the fight that get start, right? So you have the Brexit, you have Britain looking to leave, you have the other nations looking to leave, but we know that the peace is good. The NATO and the EU, right? So the house no longer strong, right? The stronger man that comes is Yahweh Shai, right? We are the heralds of Yahweh Shai. We tell you that when Yahweh Shai comes, he's going to mash the kingdom to smithereens, right? Go ahead.
Continue.
He that is not me is against me.
He that is not with me is against me, right? Because the doctrine and the philosophy is totally abomination, right?
That's right.
We know the depths of it. It's all abomination. So
All
they are
abomination.
games, right? Anybody preaching, you're preaching Christ and Jesus, the Most High, Yahweh, Jah, all these different things. You're against Yahweh Shemi Shai because Yahweh Shemi Shai is an austere power. The scripture says so. He's an austere man, and he said, "If you love me, keep my commandments." Right? The scripture says what the beginning of wisdom is to fear Yahweh Shemi Shai. You don't fear JC. You don't fear Jah. You don't fear Selassie. You don't fear Marcus Garvey. You don't fear Imhotep. You don't fear none of these powers because they don't answer. They don't do shit. They don't fear Allah. Right? They don't do nothing. Allah didn't save them Muslim up in New Zealand.
But
50 of them plus dead.
all of
And
them.
they saved them. You
And
understand?
in the mosque,
In the mosque. While they was there serving Allah.
yeah,
You
in the
understand? Most I say, cast away idols in that day. Right? Them gods is not worthy to be feared. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is the only one to be feared. We suddenly here like we suddenly here in the spirit of Elijah, right? Elijah mock at them. Elijah say, hey, where God? He gone on a long journey. He was there on their knees, ass up, face down, doggy position, right? Praise him all their idol, and guess what? All their idols never come. All they met all the destruction. To this day, all in morning. Or they will have a memorial if Lord permit next year, or they will have a memorial for that jackassness. They're gonna come across BBC News this day in history, the greatest mass murder in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Right? And the Edomite who did it, who we the Hebrew Israelites out there prophesied to say that this is the devil, he was smiling. They blurred his face out because he was smiling in the court. Queen of what? The 666. Because he's the devil.
White power.
Yeah, white power, that's what they said represent. Because he's the devil. They worship Satan. Because they are the host of Satan. They are the physical incarnation of Satan. Whereas on the right hand side, Israel represents the physical incarnation of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Right? You have any more on it to finish it off?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. On that.
So I want to you end on these last two. Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses, right? And horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh. Right? Horses represent power. To a seat.
Yeah.
There's bondage. We are in captivity in Babylon, right? The daughter of Babylon is America. We are a province of Babylon, like in Trinidad. Of course, they're in Babylon. Of course, they're in Guyana. And all the islands, wherever the Israelites are, we in bondage. We're not free. We're not free to travel. We're not free to hold up the law statutes and commandments of the Alba Shimmy of Shine righteousness. You don't know that? Because you can't put the homosexual to death and to continue your life after that. Because anytime you put a homosexual to death, you're gonna be persecuted. All Buju Banton do is sing at some point in the 80s and he's still being persecuted for that song. He saw set traps and snares and they catch him and now he's been humbled. You understand? Don't put it that way. He's a humble slave. Right? Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah. Oh, you had something up? You'll bring out something up?
No, I didn't finish.
You didn't
But
finish? This is Jeremiah 11. I will start at 10. And that is considered the same thing with what do you call them? Venezuelan. He said it's Jeremiah 11 and 10. He said they are turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers, which refused to hear my words, and they went after other gods to serve them. The house of Israel and also of Judah have broken my covenant, which I have made with their fathers. 11. He said, therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. He said, and though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. Verse 12. He said, then shall the city of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto gods, unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not be saved. It's like here, but they shall not be saved. But they shall not save them at all in the time of their trouble. You understand? So they going right now. You know what Mary and Joseph are not gonna follow the calling upon. You understand what I'm saying? That our forefathers call upon them same evil gods and never been delivered. But it's only Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai to deliver out of the hands of them troubles that them people going through. You understand what I'm saying? But they're not turning back to the powers, that to their own power. You understand? They're worshiping dead God, idol gods, gods of wood and stone. You understand? So that them can be rescued from their problem. They will continue being in their problem. No matter how hard they cry. The Lord not here in that madness. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, that any scripture see that in Jeremiah 20:11 and check God.
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel chapter 2, verse 4.
Yeah,
and they Salakia, for they are imprudent, right? When you go into the etymology, the word imprudent, right? It means to be what? Hard, cruel, severe, obstinate, hard, difficult, right? Stubborn, stiff-necked, stiff-necked, right? And this is what two-thirds of Israel is. The stiff-necked. The stiff-necked against Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? For they are imprudent children and stiff-hearted. I do send you unto them, and thou shalt say unto them, thus says Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And they will, and there whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, for they are a rebellious house, yet shall know that there had been a prophet among them. So we all day starting with the apostles, starting with Abba Bibims, right? Come all the way down to the least brother who pushing Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? The 70s, you know, they would then at this time here, right? Because the time coming, the most I say in Amos 8 and 11, he say, hey, the time coming where there'll be a famine of the world, and they will be seeking these men, right? They're seeking these men, which were the prophets who are saying these things to come, right? And when they will be all out in the highways and byways, the scriptures say that they'll be going to and fro, right? Just see, looking for these men. But that time, you know, Abaratazar, hopefully the chariot might don't take these men already. No?
Yeah, for real.
I want more here for you. This is Ezekiel chapter 4, verse 10.
Yeah.
And their meat which thou shall be by weight 20 shekels a day from time to time shalt thou eat it. Thou shalt drink also water by measures, the sixth part of an hin from time to time shalt thou drink. What's going on with Asher in Venezuela right now? Look at where
Yeah.
they had to get water from. That water polluted, that water can get them sick.
Yeah.
Because you know your immune system accustomed to one thing and then now you're putting in something else.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you know, Esau like going all these chemicals into the air, you know, the chemtrails, you know, all these vaccines he's spraying, all these chemicals he's spraying in the air to get you sick, you know, the fluoride in the water. But I can't only go there, a lot of air in why you know one last piece of
Alright, so yeah, so going back to Isaiah 31 and 1, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. They look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh their power. Neither seek Yahweh Shem Yahushai Slakia. Yet he also is wise and will bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of evildoers and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Egyptians are men and not God. So Esau and America is men and not God. Right? And the Most High will show you who this. And their horses flesh and not spirit. The chariots, the spirit of the angels, the spirit of the elect gonna be in the chariots. Right? That's why you can't catch the chariots, no matter how fast the fastest. Yeah, you must high give Esau the technology that they have on the left hand side. So imagine what the right has. Right? You saw have lasers outside there in space, they weaponize space, and they show you videos on YouTube where they shoot to the chariot and the chariot just get out of the way and come back. You understand? It says, when the Lord shall stretch out his hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is holpen shall fall down, and they all shall fall together, shall fail together. For thus hath the Lord spoken unto me, like as a lion and a young lion roaring on his prey, when the multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he will not be afraid of their voice, nor base himself for the noise of them. So shall the Lord of hosts come down to fight in Mount Zion and for the hill thereof. Right? The Most High going to destroy the shit out of America, right? And Esau, right? And those that put the trust and stay in America, right? Like, hey, but as you were saying, Asha divided half one Guaido on the American support.
Yeah.
Venezuela, but Venezuela is actually called, I'll pull up the blue letter originally. It was something called Job 15 and 34 and 35, because the Most High said what the tabernacle of the hypocrite is going to be destroyed, right? They set the fire on top of the fire below, right? Because they create the condition why they need to have why they in the state that they're in right now, right? They put all the sanctions on Maduro, right? Then they stole all his money that he had in their banks, right? And then they come now and they try to give them aid as though they're doing something good. You're being a hypocrite. And when the aid truck was broken into and burned down, it had what? It had things in the barricades in it, right? These devils, they're not genuine, they are liars. The scripture says so. And not to trust in them. The scripture says not to put your trust in them in the staff of Egypt, right? Anybody have anything we can close off?
Yeah, we could close off.
I want to be right. I just want to continue to be This is Jeremiah. No, Jeremiah, man. Jeremiah 11 and 14. He said, therefore, pray not thou for this people, neither lift up a cry or prayer for them, for I will not hear them in their time that they cry unto me for their troubles. You understand? So, once them turn from their evil and wicked ways, you don't know what's going on. The Lord hearing them cry, I told them how to turn. You understand what you know? Now we as men, we might have pity, but the Lord ain't having pity because they're not hearkening on the voice of the Most High power. You understand what you know?
The elect not gonna have pity because the Lord said He gonna put His Spirit in us. He gonna put His
Beautiful. Yes, man. That's right.
Right. And what the Lord said, hold not back like sword. You know where this go. You know, but you can't hold back your sword. If you hold back your sword, the Most High will destroy you.
Yeah, can.
So men not gonna have pity in that day.
Yeah.
The elect not gonna have pity in that day.
The
elect gonna do the building of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Understand? God. Relax. Yeah.
Right? That's it, huh?
Yeah, that's it.
Right, so with that, we give more praises to Yahweh. Shem. After that, right? Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone. And salutation to the elect brethren scattered across the 4 corners of the planet Earth. So warm peace and safety to the elect and their families. Forward to the Akia and the Covenant Board. Right? Shalom. Until the next one.
Shalom. Shalom.